All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're breaking down the shocking biological toll of going without water for a full 7 days. Have you ever really wondered what would happen if you just stopped? No water, no coffee, no soda, nothing. It sounds like a simple question, doesn't it? But for your body, it's the start of a frantic, desperate countdown for survival. And here's why it's such a massive deal. Our bodies are, on average, about 60% water. We're basically walking bags of water. It's not just something we drink, it's the fundamental ingredient for life itself. Your brain, your muscles, your blood, they all depend on it every second of the day. I mean, just look at all the jobs water is doing right now, without you even thinking about it. It's your body's personal thermostat. It keeps your blood flowing, helps you digest your food, literally powers your thoughts, and flushes out all the junk. It's the ultimate multitasker. So you take that water away, and your body's mission changes completely. It goes into full-on emergency mode, triggering all kinds of survival protocols. So let's start the clock and see how this whole thing plays out. And the countdown is on. It only takes about 6 hours for the first signals to appear. It's nothing dramatic yet, but your body's already sending out its first little warning flares. And these are the signs we all know, right? That feeling of being thirsty, a dry mouth, maybe your lips feel a little chapped. That's your brain's primary alarm system, basically screaming, hey, could we get some water down here before things get serious? But while you're just feeling a bit thirsty on the outside, something pretty major is already happening inside. Your blood is losing fluid, which is making it thicker, more like a sludge. And that forces your heart to pump a lot harder just to move it around your body. Okay, let's fast forward to the 24-hour mark. This is where things get real. Your body is shifting gears from just sending warnings to taking some pretty drastic conservation measures. This shows you just how desperate your body is getting. It starts going into lockdown, it shuts down all non-essential water exits. You stop sweating, you stop urinating. Your system is hoarding every single drop it has left to protect your vital organs. And get this, it's kind of wild. At this stage, your brain is literally shrinking away from your skull because of the lack of fluid. And that physical change, that's what's triggering those intense headaches, the irritability, and that feeling that you just can't focus. Welcome to day 2. Your body is now officially in survival mode. The symptoms aren't just uncomfortable anymore, they're becoming genuinely dangerous. This slide connects the dots perfectly. As your blood volume keeps shrinking, your blood pressure just plummets. So even a simple act like standing up can make you feel incredibly dizzy and completely exhausted. Meanwhile, your kidneys, the body's filtration plant, are in full-blown panic mode. They pretty much stop doing their normal job and just desperately hold on to whatever fluid is left, producing very little urine, if any at all. Day 3. This is the critical turning point. This is where severe dehydration really kicks in and the symptoms become legitimately scary. At this point, we're talking about profound confusion, an extreme fatigue that makes it hard to even move. You can see the physical signs too, like sunken eyes and skin that has lost all its elasticity. All the while, your heart is just hammering away, beating rapidly and working overtime to keep you going. And remember how you stopped sweating back on day 1? Well, now you see the terrifying consequence of that. Your body has lost its main cooling system. You start to overheat from the inside out, a condition that can become fatal really, really quickly. And with the kidneys starting to fill, all the toxins they would normally filter out are now just building up in your bloodstream. Your body is effectively becoming toxic to itself. Let's move to days 4 and 5. At this point, survival is really uncertain. We're not just talking about symptoms anymore, we're talking about organ shutdown. As the major organs begin to fail, the effects are just catastrophic. The brain struggles, which can lead to delirium and even hallucinations. Poor circulation causes severe muscle cramps, and your whole system is struggling so much that it becomes difficult to even breathe. And now we've reached the final stage. Without immediate medical intervention, survival beyond this point is highly, highly unlikely for almost anyone. This is the cascade of total system failure. The kidneys have failed completely. Blood pressure collapses. The brain, starved of properly circulating blood, either swells up or shuts down entirely. It leads to total organ failure and ultimately death. To put all this into perspective, just look at this comparison. A human can survive for weeks without food. But without water, we're talking just a few days. It is, without a doubt, our most immediate and critical need. So, what's the ultimate takeaway from all this? It's that the simple, everyday act of drinking a glass of water isn't just about quenching thirst. It's about actively keeping every single cell in your body alive. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other simple, vital things do we take for granted every single day?